Hi, Nat.
Um,
This is my friend actually from the Woodlands. She's from here in Texas, and I'm really happy she can join today.
Hello.
Natalie, say hello.
Hello.
Hi.
How's it going, guys?
So,
Hello. Good, good.
Let's see.
Are you from you have a sounds like you have an accent. Are you from where are you from?
For the most part, I've lived in Texas my whole life.
Am I hearing things? Is that you sound Australian a second ago? That was wild. I don't know if you heard that, Gemma. You sounded
no.
Australian.
My sister
Maybe
tells me
I'm
I
just
sound like Siri sometimes, or like AI.
yeah, you kind of just did. You caught me off guard. I think I'm hearing things though.
That's funny.
You do have that kind of Siri accent.
Very proper.
I owe
AI
you,
love.
I owe you a walk, Natalie.
Yes. I haven't seen you in forever.
Yes, you came back from my whole road trip, huh?
I think so.
Yeah.
Yes.
We haven't done our coffee or our walk.
How
Next.
was yoga this morning?
Dude, it was so nice. I
It was
texted my
so
friend last
foggy.
night and I'm like, just you and me, right? We're just gonna do this. I'm like, yes. So we just went out and chit chatted. We have a Zoom user. We have a miscellaneous.
Let's go. Zoom user.
We just take a few minutes in the beginning to get everyone in, but like catch up. How have you been, Natalie?
Yes.
Give us a scoop on you.
I have been working a lot in the last couple of months, and I feel so out of touch with just like my person. And I'm also planning a wedding. And so I'm getting married in February, and that's like 3 months away.
Yeah.
So, yes.
Wow. It's a
That's
big
crazy.
deal.
Yeah. So I've been doing that, but I've just tried to tell myself to just live in the moment and not like stress about it. It's all going to come together no matter what. So, yeah, that's kind of what I've been up to.
I want to hear everybody else who's on the call, either if you haven't introduced yourself or where you're from. Because Natalie's from Woodlands. Actually, Michael, tell us where you're at right now.
Let's see, I'm from America, but I'm in Greece right now. Um, in Saint Torini, an island off of Athens, a little bit, like a couple of miles, lots of miles actually, but it's a little island. There's lots of little islands. So it's like, as you can see, it's like 2 a.m. here, but I'm in Greece right now.
Crazy. Alex,
Alex, where are you? Alex,
Sorry,
you.
I'm so sorry.
It's okay,
Um,
bro.
my name is Alex Moreno. I was born and raised in Fort Worth, Texas. Like currently live in Miami. Um, yeah, that's pretty much it. I go to University of Miami. Um,
Yes.
I don't know.
Love it, bro. David, what's going on, bro? Where are you from?
oh, you're
You're
muted.
muted, you're muted, brother.
Wow, that's embarrassing.
No, you're good.
Um,
What's up, bro?
I'm from California, but I live in Greenville, South Carolina. So
Dude, I
yeah,
love it, bro.
yeah,
Love it, bro. Love Greenville. I
How
love
did you
Greenville. I
yeah.
get
almost moved
connected?
there.
How did you get connected to this group?
To this group,
Uh,
I just saw it on an Instagram story,
oh,
and
nice.
I'm
Let's
like,
go.
yeah,
I
I
love
love it,
it.
bro. Thanks for coming, man. Dude, I
Nice
yeah,
to
love
meet
Greenville.
you.
Almost moved there. I almost moved to Greenville like 2 years ago. Oh, I love
nice.
Greenville.
Let me know if you're ever in the
Uh,
area.
dude, I will.
Yeah, that's kind of crazy.
Um,
We have people all over the place, and that was why we started this group. Michael and I started it just so young people can learn together and get curious and
yeah.
grow and just be inspired together in the same time frame within our age group. We only get to be Gen Z once in our life, you know? Um,
Yeah.
and just invest into a lifetime of learning together. So I think, David, you're the first person on this call that we did not know who you were. Everyone else has been like in our friend circle, we've met before and stuff. So this is kind of cool.
Yes, dude. Thanks for
Sweet.
coming,
Yeah. Thanks for
Yeah.
opening it up.
Tatiana.
Yeah,
Let's
we're
do
happy
it.
to have you here. It's going to be fun. We get to have
All
fun
right,
with everyone.
you want to get this thing rolling?
Let's roll.
Let's do it.
First thing we'd love to do, I kind of already touched base on we come here to come together to inspire, to learn something new, and to invest into a lifetime of learning with our own age group and hear what everybody's being a part of. And some of the people actually are not on this call today, but have been showing up for like 8, 12 weeks that we've been running this. And it becomes a relationship that we build together and cultivate. That's like unlike anything else that we've created before. So I want to take a moment and just have the moment grounded with gratitude. Everybody goes around and says one thing you're grateful for. And then we'll dive into the topic today, which is the ecosystem of relationships within the human body at a micro level. And then macro level, our relationships with community and the world and our lives at large. So Michael and I will take us through that, but we're going to start with gratitude. I will say mine first. Today, oh my gosh, I'm grateful for sleep. I'm grateful for sleep because I didn't have any last night, and I'll talk about this later, but it contributes so much to my sanity of mind. And it's something that Michael and I connected with in the very beginning of like everybody gets into a wellness practice or taking care of their body somehow. And his first wellness practice was having like 100% quality of sleep. And that's not something I had ever taken care of intentionally. And over the past few weeks, I started taking care of it more, and I'm really grateful for that. So the lack of it made me grateful. Anybody else want to hop on? And let's just go, everybody, say a note of gratitude.
I'll say mine next. Um, I'm very thankful for freedom, and not in like a, it sounds like really cliche, but like in a way of like the ability to like do um just do anything. Like I was like today, obviously I'm in Greece and it's so random, and I saw the most beautiful views today, and it was just like so random because I think it's Monday. Well, it's Tuesday for me now, but it's Monday, and it was so random, and like I'm just like eating a sandwich while looking at this beautiful view, just like taking it all in, driving around the island on like a motorcycle Vespa thing. So either way, like freedom, it's just so random. This life is so like, and Gem and I were talking about the other day, but it's so like um shapeable. I don't know how to or form it. I don't know how to like describe what I'm saying, but anything you want, you can go do. Like it's so it's also doable. So I don't know if that makes any sense at all, but I'm very grateful for free will ability just to go out and um do stuff. So yeah.
It sounds like the idea of like life getting to mold your life like Play-Doh. Like
Yeah,
it's
that's what, yes,
soft,
that's exactly,
you know.
yes, that's it.
There's dry Play-Doh, and you can have that kind of life. But it
Yes.
sounds like you're tapping into the very malleable Play-Doh.
Yeah.
Someone else hop up.
I'll go next. I'm thankful for, I think, love. Yesterday, I shot a wedding in North Carolina. And while it's still work, I always like to see like couples and just like the love that they have for each other. And just like a day, like a wedding's like such a fun day to like celebrate that love with like the people that are closest to you. So I'm always grateful to get to experience that and to see that firsthand. And yeah, I feel like it's not taken for granted. So a little bit more love in the world,
Wow.
right?
Dude, I love that. That's great. That's really cool.
So good. Natalie, do you want to go
Thanks for
next?
sharing.
Uh-oh.
I think you're muted.
Okay. Sorry, guys. It's my first time using Zoom on my phone. And no, I'm just very thankful for like the support system that I have like from day to day. Sometimes I think we forget that the people around us like are also people and they're also like living their own lives and get so like into your head about problems that you have. But I'm so glad that I have those people and that's what I'm thankful for, really. And also to kind of go back to what Michael was saying earlier about I'm sorry guys, I'm like a little shy and it takes me a little while and also like my phone is just being weird.
No, you're
So,
good.
let's see. Now it's being okay.
We can hear
Um
you good, by the way.
okay,
I don't know.
good.
Yeah, you sound
But
great.
yeah, no, I'm just very thankful for the community that I have, which is just like my very close like friend group and then also like the people that I have from day to day, like my soon to be husband, basically. Like
Mm.
he's just amazing and I'm so glad that I have like someone else to count on every day. So
Perfect. Someone else, hop on up. Let's hear your gratitude.
Mine's kind of similar to that, but just like my friends, dude. I think I have the best friends in the world. I don't know, but they're amazing, and I literally could not do this life without them. And they just keep it so like fun and entertaining, and like there's never a dull moment with them. And I'm so grateful for that.
Wow. I love it. That's really good. Are you, remind me, so I don't mean to put you on the spotlight. Are you said Zoom user, so I don't know your name. How did you get connected?
I saw the link that you posted on your Instagram, and I was like, oh, that kind of looks sick, and just like
Let's
I don't
go.
know. I think it's like
Thanks
a
for
dope
coming.
idea. Yeah, of
Thank
course.
you. What's your name?
Again, my name's Bryn. I don't know how to change it. I also have not used Zoom on my
Hey, you're
phone,
good.
so
No, you're
I'm not
good.
sure
Good
how
to
to
meet
use
you,
it.
Bryn.
Good to meet you too.
Thank you for joining and thanks for sharing. Hopefully,
Yeah, of course.
yeah, you'll
So,
definitely learn something tonight. I hope so.
yeah, I'm pumped.
Alexia, what you got, brother?
Oh my goodness. Um, man, I am grateful for unconditional love by God, and honestly, through my path recently, I've been learning to be grateful for when I wake up, the sun that beams on me, the wind, the trees, the people that I've come across. I mean, so much to be grateful for. My tears when I'm in distress, my restness, everything that always happens to me is something that I'm always grateful for because that's what God has given me, what God has shown me. So yeah, just really everything. I mean, that's all I can ever ask for.
So good, bro. Wow. Makes me so happy, bro. I love you. That's awesome, bro.
Love you too, bro. Miss you.
Dude, I miss you, bro. Love it.
Tatiana, I think you're the last one. So good to see you.
Yep. Hi, sorry, I missed the meeting last week.
Okay.
One thing that for the past, a week and a half, there's been a lot of struggle with everything. And so I'm honestly thankful for the struggles because if not for them, I wouldn't be as strong or as knowledgeable or as experienced. I think with struggles comes a lot of humbleness towards what we have. So I'm very thankful for those struggles that taught me to be thankful for what I have currently in my life, and which it could be people, which could be memories, it could be a lot of things. And there's been a lot of, loss in our family this year. And so I'm just thankful that the struggles make us stronger.
That's
Wow.
Thank you.
Thanks for sharing. That's really good. So true. It's very, very true.
Do you say your name Jorge? I believe that's how you would say it. And I really
That's correct. Sorry for joining late as well, but hey guys.
Hey,
just
you're good,
a note
bro.
of
Thanks for coming
gratitude.
on.
Yeah.
Of course, thank you for having me. Of
Share a note of gratitude. And we'll hop into our content. We're happy you're here.
course, a note of gratitude. I would say I'm very grateful for my health and also all of the opportunities that I am able to to get. So that is my note of gratitude for today.
Love it. Could not
Amazing,
be
bro.
better.
So good, bro. Okay, Gemma, do you want to kick us off? Thanks for sharing, everyone. Really, that I really feel like that like puts out a really good note for us to start, and it's good to like keep in mind and hear what other people think too. But there's so much to be grateful for. So thanks for sharing, everyone.
Yeah, that was beautiful. That's like, it really felt like the energy of like a cup overflowing when you hear everybody in your community like grateful for something and it's all something different. It's just this like you get to breathe in a breath of abundance and it's beyond anything you can tap into, I think, even in a meditation or a practice of some kind. So today I want to talk about the way we can cultivate the ultimate relationships. First, by understanding how we can nurture our body. And Michael will then share on a macro level how we can nurture relationships around us and make them the most captivating, nourishing, grounding, ripple effect energy in every single connection we have. Um, and how can we make those nutrient dense connections? And so for me, I work in wellness and nutrition with women. How we make that happen and how we get the body into alignment is by giving every cell in our body the nutrients it needs to regenerate every cell and grow day after day and to detox and rebuild the body. Every 7 years, you have a brand new body. Every single cell is completely brand new. And it goes through those cycles within every organ every 2 weeks, every 2 months, every 3 months, once a year. One organ in your body is completely new. And then after 7 years, it's totally brand new. So the information we're putting in is directly formulating the product that you're receiving with the health of your body. And we can input and we can nourish that information by the nutrients we're consuming, the sleep we have, the activities that we do, the vitamins and the minerals that we intake into our body, the relationships we have around us, and the time that we spend in nature all creates this capsule of just like the perfect storm that will either what is it called, rapture and repair patterns. That's how all relationships grow and how all things in the universe create. They rupture and then they repair again. So are you creating a perfect environment for that rupture to explode and repair in a beautiful form? Or are you creating that pattern of rupture and repair in a pattern of decay and self-inversion and destruction? And you can choose either one. In any moment, we can experience one or the other. But the things that we can invest into on a daily basis are the things like water, our sleep, our nutrients, and our time in nature all contribute to the abundance of healing we have access to in every moment. And something I share a lot with the people I work with is the snowball effect that we can create day after day. Right now, I'm suffering from sleep deprivation and dehydration. And that I felt the effect of energy in my body, literally in my spine. I have like a lack of energy and a lack of a rigidity in my body because I'm lacking sleep and I'm lacking hydration. Nutrients can't travel. The ability to take a deep breath is limited. Ability to move about through my day with energy is also limited. And so that also put me in a position to perform worse in work. It also put me up in a position to perform less or worse in relationships, like my family. Like I have close family visiting right now. So for me to show up best tomorrow, I'm going to put in the best information into my body by the time I go to sleep tonight at a good time so I can wake up tomorrow and show up 100% because I saw the deficiency I had today. I know what 100% can be like, and I want to get myself there. So like that's like for myself, we've talked about this in previous calls. But having a vision for the future of what I want my relationship with my life to be, my vision for my life to be, I need to be taking conscious, active action on that today and putting that information into today and every experience so that way I can experience it 10 years from now. And so it becomes a 10 years from now goal, but I'm tapping into it every single day. And so that's actually majority of what I wanted to touch on. But that creates a potential for us to create deeper bonds with every single person we come into contact with. When you approach someone with new potential of gaining a new friend or a work lead or a contact, I want you guys to consider, how can I show up in front of this person in the most nurturing, present, loving way, with the resources you've created or I have created within myself to create the life that I want within this one connection that I'm going to speak within the next 10 minutes to this new person. How can I create the most abundant connection right here? Can I bring the most presence and love into this moment because of the nutrient density you've created in yourself? So then you can look around yourself and take a step back and have a reflection of, are all the things I'm experiencing right now because of nutrient density and nourishment within myself? Am I at 100%? Or is this ripple effect happening because I'm in a process of destruction and rupture that is causing chaos around me? And it always goes like this. It ruptures and repairs again, ruptures and repairs again. And we can't be 100% healthy all the time. That's okay. That's beautiful. That's the beautiful thing about nature. It has to go through decay. We're in the northern hemisphere going through fall right now. And so a lot of things are dying and falling apart and, going through a beautiful process of death. And it has to happen in order for something beautiful to come out of it. So keeping that in mind, I want to go into the macro concept of relationships. So Michael, please take us away.
That was really good. Thank you. Yeah. Another thing too on internal, that I just want to touch on since we're there, and I'll cover mainly macro, but it's kind of like a plant. Like you're either watering all the time, everything you're putting in your body, to kind of sum it up in more basic, I think anything you're putting in your body is going to affect the way you feel, the way your mind is, the way you sleep, right? So if you're drinking coffee really, really late at night, when you wake up the next morning and you don't have good sleep, there's probably a reason why, right? If you drink late at night and you're out partying and you're losing sleep and you're dehydrating yourself, you wake up feeling a certain way, that's all gonna lack on the way you can show up and be the best version of yourself. And sometimes things are out of your control. Sometimes you'll get sick, and things like that. But it's kind of that internal thing of being very conscious of what am I going to put in my body? What am I going to surround myself with? It's even goes, as deep as thoughts too. What are you feeding yourself? What are you watching? What are you seeing? What are you hearing? What are you listening to? Who are you talking to? Things like that. What are you intaking? Could be food, could be anything. What are you intaking? Because it is all a kind of like Gemma said, I'm blanking right now, but you're it's all information. You're reading it. I don't know if that makes sense. And it's all coming in. And so it's you need to be careful for the garbage, but the good stuff, you need to cling to it, like the healthy organic foods and the good people and the good conversations and good habits like sleep, because all those little habits build, and then you can show up and be the best version of yourself. And that's on micro for internal. And so anywho, macro, what I'm really focused on, I have a lot to dive into. No, but I'm not yelling here, but okay, so macro, this is on external. So Gemma just covered a lot of, or all of the micro. So now macro to me is a very mental state. So macro being external means everything that happens outside. But the thing is it all starts internally. And so a lot of those things you run into are started through the mind and through the thought process. So we're going to talk about two main concepts and I have a conclusion. But the recurring theme in all of it is that it starts by looking within, which is funny because it's macro. It's about external things, but it all starts within. And so it's really interesting how that works. But the point is that in relationships, it all flows together. Everything flows. In life, just like the internal, everything you're putting in your body is going to flow and affect everything else. So first concept is about relationships, about healing them and unlearning bad habits. reflecting inwards, kind of like I just said. Everything that happens outwardly is a direct reflection of what's going on internally. And so it all flows together. So like the problems you're having in a relationship or with a friend, whether it's romantic or not, or just, family member, it could be any type of relationship, intimate or not, those problems you're having, or with a coworker, boss, employee, employer, like any of those things are all direct reflections of what's going on here. And I'm not specifically talking about their actions. I'm talking about what you can control. But the way you're reacting and the way you're feeling and all of that is a direct reflection of your mental state and the clarity you're having. And so it's really important to have a very clear, conscious mind and really take care of some underlying things before you go out into the world and kind of start to see things change. You need to figure out what's going on inside. And so I think like meditating is huge. Talking to God, I think those are great things. I think that's the most important thing. But even just like taking a moment and finding a quiet place and like thinking and just like really processing things is really like not really something we do in a really busy, fast-paced world. But like when you take those moments to just like sit, maybe drink some tea at night, or just like relax by yourself, maybe even read and then stop for a minute and just think, even for a couple minutes, it's like really healing because you can start to like think things through, and it almost like just like like maybe it's not, maybe none of this is really that like important. Maybe like I could be kind, maybe I could love people better. How can I like show up better for other people, the people I love, the people I care about, and not in like a fear of like, oh, like what if this was the last time they saw me? I think that's a good way to look at it too. But I think mainly like, how can I do it like actually out of love? So a lot of it would be like healing yourself, because when you heal what's in here, you're able to heal external things. But it needs to start here first, and that starts by acknowledging what's going on here. Like what's really going on here? What's the issue? And once you can get that figured out, then everything else flows. That's the whole point here. It all flows together. Like it's so interesting how it works. You think like meditating, that's weird. Like you just like sitting with my eyes closed for a couple minutes, like that's so weird. Or like even just sitting and like thinking, that's like that. Why would that make me like a better person? Why would that? But when you do it, it's just like the thoughts you have, and like it's like, whoa, it just like makes sense. And at first it doesn't make any sense. Why would that be connected with the issues I'm having with this person? If I just sit in silence with my thoughts, why would that be connected? Like it doesn't even make sense, but it does. So anyhow, that's the first point. The second is, I kind of already touched on it, but embracing love and kind of surrendering yourself to contribute to the world. And so love comes from God, and we have a choice every moment we get to make the decision. We have free will. Do we want to act out of love, or do we want to act out of self? And so this all kind of flows together in the same way. But I think it's really important to kind of take a step back and like look at everything. And when you do it that way, and you kind of take yourself out of the equation and you put yourself under, and you say, okay, maybe it's not about me. Like really, is this all like, there's so many people, and to think of myself is so vain. Why don't I think about someone else out of love? And so I think that's like the real thing about relationships that makes it so special. Any type of relationship is like looking outward at the other person. That's what really makes it flow. And so I've noticed like every moment, every relationship is either opened or closed. And so anytime you walk into any relationship, you can either walk in with an open heart or a closed heart. And so the amount of just possibility there is with an open heart is endless. And we're running close on time here, which is awesome. It's so quick, but I have a couple conclusion thoughts real quick. I'll try and I'll try and summarize. But um, another thing too that I wrote down was we're always operating out of love or fear. And so anytime we interact with someone, you're either like same thing, you're either opened or closed. So maybe you're meeting someone new, maybe it's someone you already know. You're either being vulnerable out of love or you're acting out of closed, out of fear. And out of fear, you can never grow real relationships. That's not how it works. Even if you've been hurt, things like that, you're never, yeah, I mean, it's true. And it's hard. It's hard, especially when you've been hurt, because then you want to close it off. You don't want to open up anymore. But um, it's all the worthwhile to not put that on someone else. Those past things could be anything, but that kind of goes to the whole like starting fresh, starting new with everyone, and healing what's in here before you go out. It all relates. It all correlates. And so the whole point of this is like everything external starts here. So what we're putting in our body, what we're not taking care of, like if something happens, it really frustrates you, or something good even happens, and you don't like think about it and process it and like ponder on it, or even like write about it, you can't really like grasp the true like beauty in it, even in the bad, like the good and the bad. And when you like write it down and when you think about it, when you pray on it, you're able to like really start to like grasp the beauty in everything. And that's where like the good qualities come, like affirmation and possibility, generosity, kindness, and all of these like good things come. And so um I have a lot of stuff written that we're probably not going to get to, but there's one thing I wanted to talk about too, about people and relationships, and it's that I don't think anyone you meet is by coincidence, and no opportunity, no event, no thought is an accident. And so anytime you have a thought of a human and you're thinking of them randomly, or you're thinking, wow, I haven't talked to them in a while, um, like reach out to them. I think it's really important to do that. I've started doing that in the past year, and it's every time it's just so strange how like it was supposed to be that way. But I really do believe that like people are all very connected. And I believe in God. And so yeah, so anywho, but there's a lot here. But Gemma, I think I'll let you kind of, it's 2 a.m. here and I'm like losing train of thought, but this is what I had written down.
Oh, good. That was so good. I'm just like in awe. I told you before this call, I'm like, I'm probably gonna cry. This was so
That's funny.
so beautiful. You landed. I mean, I'm actually just grateful for everyone who showed up today. Like being able to listen to the same words and agree, like you took responsibility for yourself. You took an urge or an invitation to show up to something to invest in yourself. That was already one step towards nourishment and expansion and meeting 8 other people within a container of love that you could have chosen fear and contraction. And just within 30, 40 minutes, we created a ripple effect of love in each one of our lives that we could have chosen to sit and wallow on Instagram and whatever other thing that we did. And I always leave just feeling so nourished from our conversations. And I'm really grateful
Yes.
every one of you guys showed up. I want to hear if you have anything else to say, Michael, but if anyone wants to, 1 or 2 people want to jump up, we have 5 minutes. If you guys just have any reflections, want to contribute, I want to hear from y'all.
Okay, real quick, while y'all decide who wants to go, I'm gonna take like 30 seconds. There's one thing I want to share. Um, Temptation of the world is to say that everything is not connected. It all flows and all merges together. So it's the same thing. Like I was saying, like thoughts and everything like that. Everything's connected. And then also, we all have the ability to change energy. And so if you ever notice, like you walk into a room and you'll like meet someone and you just like feel the energy is like very high or like very down. Like people have the effect on other people. We are all connected. And so something I've started doing in the past like year or two is like I'll walk in somewhere and like I've trained myself to like smile and like put on like a very like high like I think people say like aura nowadays or something, or what do they say? I don't even know. But like it's like a real thing. You can like change people's moods by the way you act. And like if you make someone laugh or if you make someone like smile, like people will like change their energy and their mood. And so you have the power to do that. And it's like a really good thing. It can be used as good or bad. And if you've ever noticed someone who's always down and grumpy and everything seems to never go their way and they play the victim, and then you look at the people that are like, no, I take responsibility. I messed up. We're gonna fix it. We're gonna get out of it. We're good. It's life. It happens. Everyone's got problems, good, bad people, everyone in between. You need to take responsibility. And so that's it for me. I want to hear what you guys had to say.
Love it. Love it. I'm seeing smiles. I want to hear. Someone's got to talk.
I was just gonna say, I think all that stuff is really like it's really easy to hear it and to think I'd be like, oh yeah, like I'm gonna do that, like whatever. But it's so hard to like really consistently like start that pattern. And so I liked what you said about how it's like rupture and repair. Like if it's perfect, then something's not right because nothing's perfect. So like I don't know. And it's like a good reminder to like get back into that mindset and to like start over that pattern or like keep it going or like go get it going stronger or whatever. I don't know. But yeah, it's just like a good reminder and like a good like I don't know, call to action, I guess.
Yes. Yeah, patterns of nature are so beautiful. If you look at like a flower blooming on like a time lapse, it goes open, or sorry, before it like reaches full blossom, it goes open, close, open, close. Before it gets to its fullest potential, it like slowly like goes back and forth like this. It never is just like bloom, it doesn't nature does not work like that. And the reason you're feeling those patterns is like you're literally following the patterns of the universe. The reason it works right here is because it works everywhere else. And that's the whole micro macro picture that we're talking about. I want to say something about our auric effect, what you said, and without getting crazy about it. We are electric conducting systems because we have water in our body. 70-80% water, we conduct electricity. So energy comes through thoughts. That's how literal nerves fire from the top of your head to the base of your feet. So the thoughts that we have carry an energetic effect to all of the water system in our body, and it communicates to all water systems we're connected to in our reach. So however far you think you can affect people is how far you're going to ripple out your thoughts are going to travel to another person. So yes. Yeah.
That's really good. Thank you.
It brings into reality. So that's actually the value of maintaining your health, sleeping good, nourish yourself with good food. You're purifying that electricity conducting system in your body, connect in nature, drink good water, talk with good people, sit alone in silence. These are all things that contribute to purifying this system so the water can be better conducting for the thoughts that are coming through here. And you can ripple effect on other people.
Oh, that's so good. Thank you. That's really good. Okay, we have like I think like maybe like 30 seconds, two more people if you want, but real quick, thank you for all joining. If it ends, thanks for all coming, seriously. And we're working on a group chat for everyone still, so I'll try and keep you updated. But two more people, 30 seconds. Thanks for joining, everyone. It's really good. Hope you learned something good.
I'll say something really quick for the last 30 seconds. But I really like what both of you guys said about one about the flowers, and then two about how we all go through like our own challenges. And one thing that I recently learned, or constantly telling myself, is yes, we all face our own challenges and hardships, and yes, sometimes when we're around that people, we feel it, but doesn't mean we got to reflect that same energy back on them. The way like we view our good lives and things happening can put that same energy back on those people. And one thing that's so beautiful about flowers and regrowing and everything, that it's okay to start over sometimes. And I love plants. I love growing things. When a lot of times whenever I recognize plants are not going to grow firm or stand tall, I propagate them, cut them. That way they can start over and grow 10 times beautiful. Just like you're facing your hard times and you're going through your challenges, it's okay to step back and really reflect and start all over, because guess what? The end result is going to be 10 times beautiful than what you originally